Alright, y'all, so I'm back with my second video. Again, I am the Enchanting Goddess, and my YouTube channel is Enchanting Goddess. Please go follow me and subscribe, like my videos so that they can circulate throughout the internet and that more people can view them, because I just want to share my messages and my journey with more people in hopes that it'll help them in some type of way in their lives. Okay, I'm going to get to the prayer now. Again, God, I would like to say thank you for everything that you do for us and for covering us during these troublesome times. I ask that you continue to cover us and that we continue to help each other get through these times, and that the changes that we are making into our lives during this time, that they are permanent changes, and that they aren't just because of what's going on or temporary, but because we want to become better people and we want to become more united, and we want to get closer to you. Again, I want to say thank you, and we love you so much. Okay, amen. Alright, so tomorrow will be a year since I started making my videos on my YouTube channel. I had been wanting to make videos for years before that, but I was just too afraid. I didn't feel like I was ready, and maybe I wasn't ready, but I'm going to go ahead and let y'all know how I got to this point. Okay, so maybe I was like 21, 22, and I was going through a deep depression. Again, I was in a karmic cycle, so I was very attached to someone, and that person moved away out of the city, and I didn't really know how to take it. So that's what triggered my depression. That's what started it. But then I started looking around, and I'm like, what are you doing with your life? You know, I was in college and stuff like that, but I was just partying, which is something that you're supposed to do in college, you know. And it was cool for the first year or two, but after a while I got kind of old, and I was feeling like, excuse me, I didn't have a purpose, you know, in my life. I felt like I was just drinking. I was getting drunk every single weekend, you know. And it's the life, you know, don't get me wrong. You do need to go through that stage. You need to go through that stage where you do have fun and be free. But like I said, it was getting old, and it was something that was repetitive. So I was like, okay, so what's next? You know, what am I going to do from here? Like, I felt like I was stuck. I was stuck in this city. I wasn't moving forward. Everyone I care about was leaving. It's like people come and I enjoy them, and then they keep going on their journey and they leave. And I'm like, fuck, I'm going to be stuck here forever, you know? So I just was super depressed. I didn't know what direction I wanted to go in my life, and I felt like I was just a nobody. Like, I was just out here wasting my life and my time, you know, partying all the time and doing things I had no business doing. And I wasn't really talking to my family like that. Like, my mom, she used to be calling me, wondering where I'm at. I used to be gone for days at a time. Didn't really, I was being selfish, basically. And I just realized a lot of stuff about myself, and I didn't really like myself. I didn't like who I had became. And so I was really depressed. I didn't tell no one though. Like, I still was acting like everything was normal. That go to show you, like, some people around you can be super depressed, so, and then they can hide it really good, but you never know just what someone is going through. So just try to always be kind, and you know, if you see someone down, ask them what's wrong, because you just never know, like I said. But anywho, I didn't talk to nobody about me being depressed, because, you know, at that time I felt like, I don't know who I thought I was, y'all. You can tell me shit. I didn't need nobody. I didn't want to talk about nothing. I was just all about jazz. So I was like, you know, it'll get better. But it didn't. Like, it kept getting worse and worse. And if you ever been depressed, you know, it's like, you can be depressed and, you know, be sad, but it's another depression. It's another level to depression where you feel like it's like rocks inside of your body. It can get that bad. It feel like you're just heavy, like your heart is so heavy, like it sucks to even breathe. Like, it hurts to breathe, it hurts to smile. Depression can get really, really bad. Like, your body can hurt physically. So people look at depression like, oh, just pray about it, oh, you'll be okay. Like, sometimes, of course, prayer do work, but sometimes some people are not strong enough to do that. So just try to always be understanding with people who going through depression. You know, I think it'll help lower the suicide great a lot if people just, you know, help each other instead of being like someone's weak or whatever. But I didn't tell nobody I was depressed. No one even noticed because I just played it off. Like, I'd be in the house, like, everything cool. And then when I go in the shower, I would literally sit down while the shower was running and cry. Like, it was horrible. And one night, me and my friend, we went out to eat. And I was sitting there, you know, trying to like everything cool. And then I got this vision, this flash of me, my hands. I had drove my own car. My hands on the car and me driving off the river. Because if you live in Auburn, you know, I was on the other side. I'm from the east side, so I had to cross the river to get to, I was at Applebee's. I seen my hands, like my steering wheel, my hands driving off the river. And then I was like, oh shit. That was the first vision I ever had. And I didn't understand it. I'm like, oh my God, like, is God telling me I'm finna die tonight? I was freaking out, and it was winter time, and I was like, I'll be right back. So I just went outside and sat on my car, on the truck of my car, and I was like, so scared. I'm like, God, please don't kill me. You know, I don't want to die. It's not funny, y'all. It's not funny. I'm just, my humor kind of dark sometimes. I guess we've been through so much, like, you don't look at shit, so I don't know. But anywho, so I was sitting on the trunk of the car, and I was just like, oh my God, I just seen myself die. Like, I'm finna die tonight. How am I about to get home? I was scared to go home because you have to cross the river in order to get back to the east side. So I'm just like, oh my God, how am I about to get home? I'm freaking out. So my friend came outside. She like, what you doing? Like, why are you sitting on the trunk? It's cold. Come on, let's go eat. So I didn't tell her nothing either. I was just like, okay. You know, I went back in there and I ate. So it's time, after we ate, you know, it's time for me to go home. I'm like, fuck, I'm finna die. I'm sorry. But anyway, I started driving. You know, I was like, okay, so I seen myself drive off on the right side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in the left lane to make sure it don't happen. So I got in the left lane. I was driving slow as fuck to make sure, I don't die. So I'm driving slow in the left lane. I'm like, okay, you good. The bridge come up. I'm like, oh, fuck. So I'm driving on the bridge, you know, taking my time, concentrating and shit. And so I made it across the bridge. I was like, cool, you know, you didn't die. But I forgot, y'all. I switched to the right lane after that. I'm like, okay, cool. Because you passed the bridge. It's 2 bridges. I forgot. So it's nighttime, you know, everything pitch black because it's a lot of forests and trees and shit here. So I switched over to the left lane. I mean the right lane. I'm driving, and then boom, I hit the other bridge. I'm like, oh shit, you know, I'm freaking out. I forgot it was another bridge. I'm like, here it go, like I'm finna die. So I went to the steering wheel. I was scared as fuck, y'all. I was like, oh my God, I'm finna die. So the whole time I'm crossing the bridge in the right lane, just like I seen now, my hands and everything. But I made it across the bridge. Y'all, I got home. I read in my room. I dropped my knees, and I was like, God, help me. I need your help. I was like, I don't want to die. I don't want to be depressed no more. Like, just help me, please. Show me the way. I'll do anything, you know. So that was me surrendering to God. And it's sad that we have to get to the point of almost death sometimes to do that. So, yeah, I did that. And I prayed. You know, when you're young, people don't look at praying as being cool or whatever. So I had my little side conversations with God, you know, when I was going through stuff, but I didn't pray consistently. And I was raised to love God. Like my mama always taught us that, to have God in your heart and in your mind. And my family I grew up in a church basically. Like my family, we had like a choir and stuff like that. So it's not like I didn't have God in my heart already. I was just being selfish. Sorry. But anywho, I started praying to him every single night after that, and things became more clear to me. Like God was showing me how selfish I had been being. Like my mom raised me, and basically I was being selfish. Like I was worrying her. She didn't know what I was out there doing. And I just felt like, why she wanted to let me be free? Like I'm grown now, But no, she was just trying to care about me and worry about me. So I started spending more time at home with my family, you know, appreciating them more, because my family love me so hard. They go for me so hard. My sisters, my nephew, my mom. my brother-in-law, like they always make sure I got everything I need. You know, they they just show me unconditional love, and everyone don't have that, and I wasn't appreciating it. So that was one of my main things that um God opened my eyes to. So I just started being more grateful for them, and I stopped going to the club as much. You know, I stopped drinking all the time. And of course, at this time I was like 21, 22. Hold on, outside, somebody outside. Anyway, it's like I was like 21, 22 or whatever. So I didn't just stop everything just like that. You know, I still was doing things I didn't have no business, but I was making progress. Just like now, like I told y'all, I'm not perfect. I still have flaws and things I need to work on, but it's a process. So at that time, I changed some things, but not everything I need to change about myself. And that was, you know, one day I got home or whatever, and I got better out of my depression. And I was so happy to feel that weight off your chest. If you have never been depressed, and you won't know what I'm saying. But anyone who's ever been depressed, y'all know what I'm talking about. Once you delivered from that depression, that it hurt, y'all. That shit hurt. Once you deliver from that, you just want to go scream to the mountaintops, you know. So I went to the backyard. I was just so grateful. I was like, God, thank you so much for helping me. I thought I was going to die, you know, all this other stuff. And tears just came flooding out of my eyes. And I don't know, y'all, something really weird happened. It's like everything slowed down. The birds got really, really loud. Like, I know this sounds crazy, but this is what happened to me. Like, birds was flying by. It's like they got really slow. It was like I was in a bubble of peace for at least, I don't know how long it lasted, maybe 10 to 30 seconds. Like, I felt like I was in the very presence of God himself. And I was scared, but I was like, you know, amazed at the same time. I'm like, oh my God, like, God really, really is real, you know, because this is some supernatural shit. Like, like, I don't know what's going on right now, but, you know. But, yeah, I did improve in certain areas. I'm going to speed up. I'm going to just run through this because if I explain every single thing, this video will be so long. But throughout the years, I just slowly, you know, worked on myself, got better and better at certain things. I was still horrible at certain things because I didn't even know I was bipolar for a long time. The way that, you know, I didn't know why I responded to things the way that I did. I just thought I was short-tempered. But no, now that I know, I'm able to manage it a lot better. But whew, I was a lot of feisty, you know. Like I said, I'm really kind, and I give somebody the clothes off my back. I feed people. I would pray for them. You know, when people hurt, I hurt. But if I feel disrespected or if something trigger me, then I used to just flip the fuck out and be ready. But that's not good. But like I said, life is a process. It's something that you have to gradually grow through. And I did some bad things from then until now, but over the years, God slowly showed me things that I need to release from myself and my spirit. And how I got closer to nature is sometime when I was triggered by my bipolarness, you know, I would pray about it, but I still didn't feel any better. I'm like, oh my God, like, what the hell? But I didn't know at the time I was bipolar. So I started going outside more. And I realized that healed me. It made me feel better on the inside. If you don't have a mental illness and you're not gonna really know what I'm saying, but you just feel crazy on the inside. You know, you feel so agitated and negative, and it's not a good feeling. And like I said, I was praying about it and praying about it and praying about it, and I wasn't seeing any results. So I just started going outside, and that helped me. It helped me a lot. And then something clicked in my head. It's like, this is healing you, you know. So I started going outside more and more. And I got into meditation over the years, just because I know I needed help, you know, getting myself out of those funks that I was going through. So I started meditating, and that also helped me to become better, and it helped my brain too. It opened my chakras. And then I started seeing things on a different level, and that helped me advance on my spiritual journey. Like, more supernatural things start happening to me. And I started getting a bigger insight on, like, the big picture, like how we ended up in this position that we're in right now. It broke it all down to me. And like I said, I was praying, but I believe that God put nature out here. God is nature to me. Like, it's God's creation. He put it here to help us heal ourselves. Excuse me. Like, if you have diabetes or high blood pressure, people be like, I'm sorry, I'm finna backtrack right quick. Because people always say, when you're going through something, just pray about it. But sometimes you need a little more help, you need a little extra boost. Because like I was going to say, if you got high blood pressure or diabetes, yeah, you could pray about it all day, but you going to take that medicine to help you get better. Like, you have to. And God put things here to help us to get better at things that we're going through. Like, yeah, prayer do help a lot of things, but sometimes you need that extra boost to help deliver you from certain things. And I think that nature, the moon, astrology, the sun, getting that vitamin D, meditation are all ways to help heal yourself as well, included with prayer. But it's things that we need to stay aligned. Like I explained in my other video, I started meditating and going outside more and trying to eat better, because I felt like it helped me, my physical body. The spirit and the physical are two different things. They're together, yeah, but they're separate. They need to be taken care of separately in order for them to work together. So meditation is a way to heal your physical body and stuff like that, and it do coincide with you spiritually as well. Going outside and grounding is something that you do physically, but it helps to coincide with your spiritual side as well. And when I read that book that I posted a few videos ago, it just made me so excited, because it's like I was doing those things and I learned those things from my journey, because I didn't necessarily read it in one spot that, oh, you need to go meditate, you need to go outside. It was things that I discovered from the struggles that I was going through, and they helped me feel better. It helped me get closer to God, by just from me connecting to God and praying to Him, and just like I said, going through my journey. But for me to read that book and to see that the Egyptians did the same thing, people who, my ancestors, the Egyptians, that they did that, it just made me excited to know that I'm on the right track, or, I'm not crazy or whatever, or that I'm not lost, even though I know that anyway. But it's like sometimes, people have their own separate opinions about stuff, and like I said, I am human, so sometimes it might make you second guess it. And I'm gonna say this, it's not that it's just people, it's sometimes people that are close to you, people who opinions matter to you, like your family or your close friends. When they say things, it can trigger you. And well, to me, because I'm an empath and I am so mushy gushy, I do have very sensitive feelings. So I don't care about what everyone have to say. It's just when people that I love and care about, when they say certain things, sometimes it stings a little, even though it's not going to stop me on my journey, or it's not going to dictate what decisions I make. Sometimes it just trigger me or whatever. But I'll just say this: trust your journey regardless of what anyone has to say about it. Because my mom, she not into meditation and all this other stuff, but she don't judge me for it. When I be like, "Mama, will you meditate with me?" She be like, "Girl, that sound like funeral." It's when you pull up meditation music on YouTube, it's just like binary beats or whatever. It's like, I don't know, it sounds like humming kind of. If you look it up on YouTube, you'll know what I mean. But basically, those sounds are going in your ears. It's healing your body. But my mom like, girl, that sound like funeral, the stuff they play at funerals. But she don't like look at me like, oh, you ain't got no business doing that. You know, she loved me, so it's like she tried to understand me, or she at least respect what I'm saying. And I don't know. I got kind of off track. I'm sorry. Sometimes I be thinking a lot. But basically, I'm trying to say, regardless of if someone agree with your journey or not, you just have to be strong and trust in yourself and in God. And eventually, you know, it might not always be that way, but you can't put yourself in a bubble and dictate your life based off other people's opinions, because you're like hindering yourself. You could be hurting yourself, because you might get to a point where you can help those people with the things that you've learned or the journey that you're on, but you're blocking it for both of y'all if you're too afraid to you know, disagree with people, because you're not going to always agree with everybody. It's not meant to be that way. If we all thought the same, we would never grow as a human race. You know, people who invent things, sometimes people might be like, oh, you crazy, that'll never work, but they keep going, you know, and they get results from it. So it's kind of like that with you. You have to trust your journey and just trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust God, and just do what feels good, do what feels right to you. And my mother recently just had arthritis or whatever. We just discovered that she has that, and meditation is a way to, it won't heal it completely, but it helped with her pain. It'll help with her pain or whatever. So she's gonna start doing that with me, and hopefully it'll help relieve some of her arthritis pain. Even though meditation and spirituality, you know, she not all into that, but it's gonna help her. I have faith that it's gonna help her, and I also help her to eat more healthy, because, you know, growing up in the South, we eat everything. Like, we just want some good food, but it has caused her to have to take a whole lot of medicine, and I don't like that, you know, because we didn't grow up eating all healthy and stuff like that, caring so much about our bodies. Well, that's a whole nother video that I'm gonna make about, you know, health and stuff like that. But just to explain to y'all on my journey why I care about astrology, the moon, and nature and being outside, is because I believe that it's a direct source to God, because God created the moon, God created the trees, He created the ground that we walk on, and all of that. So why would that be a part of our, you know, journey? Why wouldn't it be able to help us? Like, God created trees for the fruit to grow, for us to eat. He provided everything that we needed throughout nature. Those are the things that He created. He wouldn't put us out here and desert us. Because when God created us, He didn't create buildings and, you know, factories and stuff like that. He created us, and He created nature. So why would He put us out here without everything that we need? So nature is all that we need to survive. But of course, we've advanced, because the human mind advances, and I am grateful that we have shelter and shoes and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, don't forget about nature, because at the end of the day, it's all that we need. And if that's all that God gave us, then it's kind of common sense to me that, of course, we can use those things to heal ourselves. So that's just me, my explanation. Well, that's just my thoughts or whatever on spirituality, why I go outside, why I meditate, why I keep up with the moon cycles, because I feel like it's a direct way of God communicating with us and for us to evolve. I think that we need those things to evolve as humans and to evolve spiritually. Of course, prayer is something that we always have to do, but prayer is not the only thing that we're meant to do. I don't think that. So as far as, I'm gonna speak on, no, I'm not, because this video already long enough. Okay, so I'll just make another video about, because I feel like I want to talk about so many different things right now. So I'll probably just make another video about other things that's on my mind. But I appreciate y'all for watching. Like this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos to see how far I've came, because when I started making this channel, I've changed ever since then. You know, I'm not the same person that I was a year ago. So I wish you the best on your personal journey. Remember to stay safe and to try to be as positive as possible about what's going on, and to keep your energy high, because that's what's going to heal all of us and to make this whole thing blow over as quick as possible. So just try to spread positivity and light into the world, and to feel it in your heart, not only to display it, you know, but to genuinely feel it within you, because that's what's going to raise our vibration. Because you can't fool God. You know, you can talk positive all day and do positive things, but if it's not within you, no one else around you might not know, but God knows. And it's not so much of I'm trying to say, oh, God know if you being fake or not, but it's like, no, we need you to literally feel good inside, so that, like I said, we can raise the vibration of the universe right now, because we are on all one accord. We are on one accord, y'all. We are, like, everyone that you see or don't see around you, we are all one thing. Like, God created us as one race, race, with ethnicity, religion, all of that stuff. It can divide us all day, but we are all one at the end of the day, regardless of what anyone believes. That's the truth. So let's just all work together so that we can overcome this horrible thing that we're going through, and so that we can all grow as a nation, and to help the world be a better place for ourselves and for our children and for the future. All right, I am Enchanting Goddess once again, and I love all of y'all, and I'll see y'all on my next video.